Hello, hello. This is Sally with Rainy Day Gypsy, coming to you from beautiful Missoula, Montana. Thanks for stopping by my channel today. I just wanted to pop in and show you what I've been working on. I have been dyeing up a storm. I have replenished all the velvets in my Etsy store, and I do have a link below in the description box how to get there. I've pulled out one color from each of the colors, one of each of the colors to show you, and I'll go through them color by color and show them to you. I noticed as I was looking at them that they're pretty earthy colors. Do you notice that? I guess that's because I guess it's because I like those colors. I guess I'm just a true Montana girl. A little history behind this. Sheila and I put our heads together and started dyeing velvets and silks and ribbons about a year ago. We got this harebrained idea and started pulling stuff together and started dyeing in my shop in Hamilton before we sold our house. We had a lot of fun, and we eventually went our separate ways, but I wanted to change mine up just a little bit. I noticed we kept how we packaged them always stayed the same. And so I thought, well, you know what? I think I'll kind of put a little twist on mine. So that's what I have done. You'll notice that mine aren't as big as they used to be. They've got everything the same included in it, but I am no longer tying it with the silk. I'm tying it with the seam binding. And I put my little logo card in there too, so that it makes it kind of a cute little pack. So I'm going to go through color by color, and then at the end, I will take one apart and show it to you. Show you what's included and go through that. So let's just start over here. This one I am calling Mushroom. It's kind of fun. It's a pretty, very pretty color. Kind of silvery green. Aspen, like our aspen trees. I don't know where they grow. They grow a lot here in Montana, but chances are they grow everywhere. They're so pretty. We used to call them penny trees when we were little because the leaves blow like pennies. Then this one is moss. Some of these are hard to keep. This is moss. You'll notice I've given them each a little key charm. This is Midnight Forest. See how dark that is? That is a green, and dark, dark gray here, and this is called Midnight Forest. Got some beautiful, beautiful colors in it. And this one is Balsam, which is kind of a dark green also. Lots of those dark greens, and a light green there. This is kind of fun. Okay, Fallen Leaf, which has turned out to be a very, very popular one. I guess it's because of the season. Wild Honey, this one's popular too, and one of my faves because I love yellow. That's Wild Honey. This is my new one. I'm calling it Camp Coffee. If you've ever been camping, some of the old timers will boil a pot of water, and when it's boiling, they turn it down a little bit and throw a handful of coffee grounds in. So this is Camp Coffee. And this one's just more of the old one, Grizzly. By the way, my husband and I bought 1.5 acres here, and we're building a house. And there was bear scat there. I mean, it's not out in the middle of nowhere either, but everywhere you go here, there's bear scat. Isn't that crazy? And I think they're bashful, probably little black bears. They're bashful. They just come out at night, but that's kind of scary too. This one is Wild Rose. Isn't that gorgeous? This one is Wild Strawberry. This almost looks like a watermelon, but very, very deep red, which would be beautiful for Christmas holiday. This is one of my favorites, Summer Storm. You'll get some storms here that look just like this. And this one is missing its little velvet ribbon, but I'll get those dyed. This one is Thistle. We have a lot of these little purple thistles in this state. This one is Mountain Lake. Isn't that a gorgeous color? And this one is Montana Sky. One of my favorite parts about this whole thing is coming up with the names. And this one is, this one's Thunder. And I am starting to work on a journal that I'm going to be calling Midnight in Paris. And I'm using this one. Won't that be pretty? So let's just open this one up. So inside, you have a fat eighth of velvet, hand-dyed. All this is hand-dyed, and it goes in the same pot. So you can see that the different fibers dye differently. They all go in the same pot. But this is just so pretty, this blue. And your fat eighth is 18 inches long by 11 wide. And this one just looks so thick. You get 3 yards of the seam binding, 1 yard of the velvet ribbon, and then you get 2.5 yards of 2-inch wide 100% silk. And oftentimes these will be very mottled and light and dark. This one doesn't look too much like it, but it's awfully pretty. So all these things, they can work in all sorts of crafts, but they are really fun in journals because this can often go for the cover. All these little things embellish throughout the whole journal. You can look at some of my journals on YouTube and see what I mean. I wanted to also let you know, if you are interested at all in dyeing, I am selling in my Etsy store. I'm selling dyeable, just plain old white dyeable silk, 100% silk by the yard, and also white velvet by the yard where you can dye your own. It's very fun. It's very, very creative. And one of the things that I enjoy the most, I believe, is working with color. So you get to mix all these colors, come up with all your beautiful colors. And so it's fun. So if you're interested in doing that, go to my Etsy store and I will sell things that you can go ahead and dye yourself. And if you need any help or any inspiration, just holler and I'll be glad to help you. Now, also, I wanted to warn you, don't get panicked about getting dye on your hands. I never wear gloves. But at the end of my dyeing session, I always take about a tablespoon of bleach and put it in maybe a gallon of water or something and just take my little brush and brush my fingernails and my hands. So, you're fine doing that. It's not a messy craft. It's very fun. And by the way, I will put this link in the bottom too, in the description box. Robin Dudley-Howes is giving a class. I can't remember how much I paid for it, but I am going to be taking that class. She dyes, it's different than how I dye. She dyes and they're all mottled and it's really, really pretty. So she's giving a class how she dyes. So if you're interested in that, click into her site and sign up. Maybe I'll see you in there. Anyway, thanks for stopping by. You have a wonderful day. I hope it's as beautiful a fall day where you are as it is here. And thank you. See you over at my Etsy store. Bye-bye.